Hello, this is Professor G, and this is probably the most difficult question in the Chapter 6 homework, question number 16. And it's interesting because we're talking about two materials here in two products. And if you think of a typical automobile plant, there's about 1,800 parts in a typical car. So this by that scale seems pretty simple, but it's a big jump to get from one product to two products right here. Okay, so anyway, the difficult part of this was getting the direct material variances right here, and the direct labor to a certain extent. So what I did is Exhibit 10-10 in the textbook. I sort of copied that right here on the in Microsoft Excel, and I also copied the one for the direct labor variance as well down there. The difficult one is really this one. Okay, and so let's get started with it. So I'm going to do just this one, the direct material for X442. And the first thing is the actual quantity times the actual price. And that 52,200 right there, well, that was the purchase cost of this particular material right there, 52,200. That's where we got that from. And cell-based formula works in that area. And then this one is the actual quantity times the standard price. And this also has to do with the purchase. So using a cell-based formula, I went over here. Here's your actual quantity right there in that cell location, plus or times the standard price that's in that cell location, and that's where I come up with that number. And then the difference between these two is this $1,450, and that goes right over in here as well. Okay, now here's where it gets tricky. This is at the time of purchase. This is the time when the product is actually used in production. And so you're going to see two different numbers here. In this case, it's a huge difference. Sometimes it's very small, or sometimes it could be the same. Okay, so what's the actual quantity times the standard price of something that is used in production? So here we go. Here's the amount used in production. Here's your actual quantity, and there's your standard price again. So that's where we get that figure. And then this is a little tricky right here. The standard quantity times the standard price. And so we'd create this standard cost card right here. And so what I did for that one is I took the units produced during May, this number right here, that 1,500 units, and then times this standard cost right up here, plus, see, this material is used in the Zeta 7 also, so I had to do this number of units produced times that amount right there. So we're multiplying these two together plus these two together to get this number, okay? And so we find out that the materials quantity variance is 700. Okay, so that's where we get these two numbers, and you notice these are all positive. Don't use any negative numbers here, and I hope this is of help to you.